the worst position to be if you're in America is middle class. I'm just gonna tell you right now. Is legitimately middle class. Like if you're like dead in middle class or low middle class is the worst position to be in. Because if you're really rich, we just went over that. You can buy everything. You're rich. You can pay. If you're really poor, you're more susceptible to get accepted to certain healthcare plans and get readily faster because you're going through like government assistance and John. But if you're in the middle class, you're not poor enough to have that, and you're not rich enough to get insurance. So now you're like tough. Like I don't know, bro. I ain't gonna cap. Y'all saw the title and thumbnail. Yeah, some crazy junk been going on in the world, and we just gonna get right into it, man. Y'all know how we give our opinions and conjecture, but let's see what it is. All right, y'all. We got Appa and Preach. Yo, shout out.
Hi guys.
We got celebrating the murder of a health insurance CEO.
Celebrating.
Obviously, with this junk going on, yeah, people are celebrating. They probably gonna get into it in a bit because you know how heads get on Twitter, John. They be getting wild.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, y'all may know United. What's it called? United Healthcare or some junk like basically the insurance company, right? Their CEO got sent back to the lobby.
Yes, it was all over the news. Yes,
it was crazy. Yes. I'm not gonna lie.
It was all over.
Now, before we get into it with Opera and Priest, because obviously we gonna see their opinions and conjecture, and then obviously seeing theirs, will help formulate. My opinion going into this is like, bro, it's more or less kind of like how I feel about politics and other junk like that. I'm in the middle, bro. It's like the CEO bull. Let's not get into it. So he's a bad guy because a lot of these insurance companies be basically scamming people out of their insurance cheese so they can get their life-saving surgeries, Medicare, all this different junk. But at the same time, we do not resolve, a lot of situations in life by upping the blick. Like we don't just kill people, you know what I'm saying? We don't just take heads out to solve situations. Right. So I'm really on there with that. So that's what I'm saying. As far as people celebrating someone dying, it's like, that's sad. That's crazy. Yeah. But I understand where some of y'all are coming from and the factors if you getting screwed over by healthcare and health insurance. But to celebrate someone losing a life, especially when he had children, like I think it was 2 daughters or some John. Yeah, that's wild. Like, that's wild, babe, bro. You gotta chill. But we gonna see what I've been appreciating about it. Subscribe to them. Link the video downstairs for like one page.
Down below.
Let's see.
You heard about the CEO getting shot? You want to talk about that?
It's a murder mystery that could have been ripped from the pages of a crime novel, but it is not. This is way too real. Brian Thompson, the 50-year-old CEO of UnitedHealth, shot and killed outside the Hilton on 6th Avenue in Midtown right before his company's annual investors meeting. This new image of the suspect recovered from a nearby Starbucks.
The killer seen on video lying in wait outside the hotel. He apparently...
This is crazy.
I need y'all to really lock in.
That's crazy.
He pulled up like he was a Bond villain, bro. He pulled up like, bro, he was feeling like Hitman. He was feeling like 007. This show was crazy.
He didn't care.
He came out the nowhere. Bro, what, bro? Nah.
This is crazy. People are around. Somebody was standing at the door. Look at the lights on in the car. Somebody's sitting in their car. He didn't care.
You know what's crazy? They didn't even catch him automatically because they called him like apparently because obviously I think this video I'm not sure when this video came out actually.
It was a couple of days ago 4 days
ago.
Him.
But yeah, I was about to say because all the main junk we just covered it now obviously on our own time. But with the main junk he got caught in like a McDonald's or something like that.
Yeah,
he was catch him immediately.
He was in McDonald's eating.
Yeah, that drives me crying.
In your state.
In your state? Oh, yeah.
In your state.
In my state. Oh, yeah, great. I ain't gonna lie. Well, that just gave it away. I ain't gonna lie. So, y'all know where we live at. Tough. Don't dox me, please. Nah, I'm chill. But, yeah, no, that's really insane that someone just, like, it's getting to the point where people are getting so crazy, like, about their ideals and John, where we just straight up in broad daylight just going up and killing people. Like, that's actually wild, bro. Oh, my God.
Apparently knew the exact door Thompson was going to use. After the shooting, he calmly walked away and left the scene on a bike.
But did the murderer leave behind some evidence? Well, New York cops have found that and are now analyzing it. Shell casings, bullets, a water bottle, a candy wrapper, and a cell phone. New at 5 o'clock, police do believe these items belong to the killer.
We have several reports this evening from the investigation to the victim to the fact that shooting was just blocks from tonight's Rockefeller Center tree lighting.
What do you care?
I don't really. It's just I feel like it's a bunch of conspiracy that I hear. Okay. And I don't know.
They're saying on the bullets they were written denied delay.
Yeah.
Just because it comes from the
insurance. Yeah, they said that he put that on the bullets.
If everyone's saying that, I'm pretty sure that's confirmed now. That's actually wild. That's given that I'm gonna keep it a buck. That's giving terrorists. That's some crazy junk. But like,
yeah.
So actually, here's what I think is interesting. So
Go
if you
ahead.
haven't heard,
Go ahead.
there's a CEO who was essentially assassinated.
A CEO of what?
Of a health insurance company.
Thank you.
He'd been working there for 20 years, ended up becoming CEO after some time. Maybe it was longer, 30 years, whatever, it doesn't matter. Since he was assassinated in the street, a lot of people started discussing the matter online. And I think what's interesting about this is not necessarily the assassination itself, but the way people... Assassination?
Nah. Yo,
I'm sorry, I'm laughing at that.
he had a silencer. I'm really thinking
he
about
did.
this. He really had, like, bro, this guy really thought he was Hitman. Like, I'm really sitting here trying to compute this, bro. Like, where do you even... well, apparently I was another thing, too. His gun wasn't even a real gun. It was made from... You know how they got the new cool 3D printers? They be making
Oh,
stuff
yeah,
with?
I heard that, too.
Remember way back when,
Yeah,
I forgot
we
what
watched
his
the
name
video.
was when we watched the name, where he made the Mr. Beast toy. Yeah, heads are able to make guns now. So that's a whole nother thing, which
That's
Second
scary.
Amendment, bro. I don't know how y'all gonna handle that, because certain heads can't get guns. Oh yeah, let's fire up the 3D printer.
Yeah,
like,
make
bro,
one.
What? It's like, bro, so y'all Second Amendment just went down the drain. I'm gonna keep that a whole stack with y'all, bro, because everyone gonna end up having one now. So that's tough.
Don't try to manipulate.
Manipulation.
Oh yeah, and them Jones definitely not gonna be certified. I don't know how you certify the 3D.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So people are discussing like, oh, he deserved it. Oh, he didn't. All this other stuff. And the reason why some people are saying that is because he's a CEO of an insurance company, and health insurance in America is a really wild thing.
And Jay, we understand that police are zeroing in on a motive at this time.
I'm about to say, and also another John with this is like the denial for UnitedHealthcare is apparently like crazy. Like they have the highest denial for insurance. Like, denying people they cheese, say qualify. So tough. Don't know.
Yeah, exactly right, Sandra. Investigators now believe that the killer had some sort of a grudge against the victim's insurance company, that he acted on that grudge by killing the company's CEO here this morning. Yes, as Bill said, they have recovered a trove of evidence, but the suspect remains at large tonight.
Brian Thompson was about to enter the Hilton at 6:40 this morning
Nah,
when the gunman...
it's the 21st century. I feel like you just getting away with like high profile crimes, like, obviously like murder, taking heads life, taking them back to the lobby. Yeah, like you're just gonna get caught. Like CCTV and Jones is just too well developed now. Like they're gonna be able to find out who you was. Like that junk gonna cook you. But I mean, he could have got away longer. He could have got captured later.
If he would have DoorDash.
If he would have DoorDash, that's giving away all your info. Because he was already using a fake ID, the heads were saying. So they would have cooked you. I'm not gonna lie. And they've been like, wait a minute, you look familiar, bro. You look like this bull I just seen in the news. Because that's exactly what happened at McDonald's.
Yeah. And what they do, they just call the police. They ain't say nothing.
Calmly.
They just let them sit there and eat.
I ain't gonna. Hey, that's fair. Hey, they handled it kind of
They did it the right way.
And opened fire. In this surveillance video, Thompson strides confidently toward the door when the gunman calmly walks up behind him and draws his gun. He will fire at least 3 times. Thompson will stagger to the wall where he will collapse. He shot once more while on the sidewalk before the gunman casually walks away. He was last seen on an e-bike before he disappeared into Central Park.
Their main objective as a company and as an industry is to deny as much as possible, to delay any payouts, because that's how they're trying to maximize their profits, right? Want to be so like us who don't.
I always get confused on how insurance companies work conceptually, because you're giving them cheese so they could basically save up your cheese so that in case something happens, they can give you cheese. But the whole point of their company is to deny you that cheese.
Cheese is money.
Yeah, cheese, guap, moolah, munyan, money, currency, my favorite. Pocket watcher. Yeah, it just doesn't make sense. No, it just doesn't make sense. I'm not gonna lie. It's like, bro, imagine, and I know a lot of heads got like healthcare insurance, car insurance. We got a whole bunch of Jones. But it's like, and I know it's gonna sound kind of stupid, but let's keep it a buck like this. If you're like me and you drive like a pedestrian, you don't get no accidents. What is the point of paying insurance? Because you're not gonna get in an accident. Now, when I say that, there's always that chance you can get into an accident. That's what you're paying the insurance for. But the likelihood comparison to someone who's going crazy, drive wild, in comparison to me who drive like a literally elderly person, is like, nah. So what's the point? But heads still gonna have to pay. You never know. And that's the thing with the healthcare, John. That's why you can't like be fully mad, depending on who you are viewing this situation.
Live in America, right? I go and I get injured. I go through the free healthcare program. Eventually I'll get there. Is it slow? Sure. Does it have its problems? Absolutely. In America, you have certain problems. If you don't have health insurance, you're looking at bills of 40, 50, tens of thousands. It's like absurd how much people sometimes have to pay medical fees. With that in mind, a lot of people have a lot of issues with the medical industry. Some people who need life-saving surgery or life-saving treatment can't get it because they don't have insurance and they can't afford to pay for it. And these people, sometimes you have insurance and they will look for everything in the fine print to try to null that insurance policy if they see you need it, right?
And that's what I'm saying. That's evil, bro. I'm a kid with a stack. That's really evil. Like, you trying to find whatever penny you can pinch, whatever penny you do not have to give. That's wild, bro. That is wild. But again, that still doesn't justify, all right, let me just go kill this bull. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that's still crazy on some levels. But this John is evil though. Like, give heads their money. They paying y'all for a reason. Give them the help that they need, bro. It's crazy, bro. Y'all bulls are scammers openly.
Don't look for it. And there's like some really disgusting stories that you hear sometimes. Like, that's probably some of the saddest stories that I hear come out of the States. It's stuff relating to medical insurance. You have a newborn baby, you're not insured for certain things. Like, it's just like, I don't know, it's just tragic. Anyways, moving on past that. Because of how the industry's set up and because this person is what folks consider a major cog in the wheel, you know, as he's the CEO of a company, a lot of people don't feel bad for him.
They don't, because they've been played. But I mean, it's the human life that's trying to work. Saying that he deserves it is a bit what? I get it. It's wild. It is. No? Deserve?
Deserve is a strong.
Deserve. See, that's what I'm saying. Deserve is where it is crazy at. See, y'all gotta understand when it comes to companies, the CEO is the chief executive officer. I'm sure a lot of y'all know that acronym, bro. But what some of y'all gotta realize is that a lot of the time, I'm not saying for all companies, but a lot of the time, the CEO is really just the figurehead bull. Like, that's really just the bull. Okay, you think of a company, oh, this guy owned company, hooray. Like, that's what I'm saying. Y'all killed this bull Brian or whatever, when realistically it was the people like on the middle management, kind of like towards the top, but in the middle, the bulls that really run this and be trying to go in through the books and penny pinch. It wasn't just this bull. That's what I'm saying. He's still kind of a bad person for associating and being like even with this company that are scamming people. Yes, but bro, to say that this fool deserved to just because of that, bro. Wouldn't that mean and wouldn't that logic persist that everyone in this company should be then because y'all all work and y'all all technically scamming bulls? Well, I guarantee a lot of y'all would say no. Not everyone in the company deserve to get pieced out. Especially the people where I know some of y'all family work for this company, bruh. I know y'all not feeling that. That's tough. Y'all gotta chill. And for the people that get into this situation and look at this and be like, oh yeah, and cheer for this type of John, y'all gotta chill, bro. We can't, again, I'm gonna keep saying it this whole video. We cannot solve every situation by in people, bro. That is great. Like, y'all gotta realize where some of y'all getting. Y'all been on Twitter too much. Delete that app. Delete that app. I'm telling you, bro.
Strong word.
Okay, we agree on that.
But think about that company that he runs, that he's in charge of. How many people, for profit's sake, they denied insurance to,
100%.
or they found whatever loophole or whatever policy hole and let that person die?
A lot.
You know, for anyone who's been, aggrieved by the medical industry and stuff like that, is it that surprising to me that they would be like, I don't care?
It's not surprising. It's not surprising. It's just that, like you said, deserve is a strong word. But I do understand that. I understand the sentiment of this happening. I can understand people going out of their way to be like, oh, yeah, you've buttered your last biscuit, sir.
And I could kind of understand that too, especially if you're someone who lost a loved one or someone close to you or whatever, because they were denied health insurance or they were denied getting their claims or whatever, getting their cheese so they could get like a surgery or something. I understand that, but bro, y'all having this from an internet perspective. Y'all gotta look at this from a real life perspective. You know what I mean? Like, y'all see some boy. See, this is what I'm saying. This is why you really gotta delete Twitter, and I'm serious on that. Because y'all see the John on Twitter. Y'all see the OF bops. That's why heads is desensitized to all this goon and John. Y'all see the pictures and videos of heads dying, getting heads cut off, all this crazy John. Y'all desensitized people dying. Now y'all see this John. Y'all like, oh my God, bro. Bad company, bro. Bull died. Yeah. It's like, bro, if this bull died in front of you, you'd be wailing. You'd be like, what? Oh my God. You would not feel like to see it. This what I'm saying. This, bro. Nah, bro. The internet truly, I thought the internet really cooked Gen Z and Gen Alpha. Nah, the internet just cooked everybody's mind. So I'm not gonna lie, it really just did. It don't matter your age. It really just matters what positions you can say and get away with because of the anonymity of being on the internet. Like, that's the craziest job. I'm not even gonna lie.
Sure. And then, I get it.
It's just a hard one for me because I'm sure if I pulled all the horror stories that were relating to this company and some of the people that they let die so they can make their extra bucks and break their own policies, right? There are going to be incredibly tragic stories. People who were clinging to life, and because of how these people run their shit, it's like,
and it's going to be by default. Like, the minute you have an insurance company, you're going to have those stories. by default. Yeah, even here, like the insurance, the point of the insurance is not to pay. It's to make money. So they're gonna find a way. They're trying to look for all the.
Okay, I'm gonna say see how it feels. I want your opinion on this, John. This is gonna sound so disingenuous. They're gonna try against me for this, but like, is saying that someone can go to a different insurance provider a valid argument for this? Do you think that's valid? Do you think you would say that to someone and reasonably argue
They
that?
don't have to go to this one.
They don't have to go to you. Like
I don't have them, so.
For instance, that's what I'm saying. Their United Jones is like up, or their denial percentage is up. The second one under them, their brand start like their insurance company start with like a K or something, but theirs is like 9%. Meanwhile, United's is like around 30 or something like that. Mm-hmm. So 1 out of 3 people will get denied their money out of for day John, but like about 1 out of every 10, because 9% just ran it up to 10. About 1 out of every 10 people get denied on they other John. It's like you could just go to the other one, but then again, maybe some providers not in some areas, some providers only accept a certain amount of yada, which is definitely true. Yeah. But do you think that's a valid argument to use? Like switch providers then, if you feel like
go to a different one.
Okay, I feel. No, I'm saying that is something valid.
Go apply for a different one then.
Would you say that to someone? I feel like I would, and that would be kind of disingenuous.
I would say go
but
apply
like
to a different one. There's so many out here.
But it's like you could say that. I feel like if someone were to say like, "Oh, that's just mean," you're not thinking of the heads, but like. If you had most people own a car, if one car insurance company saying you paying $500 a month for your car, and the other one saying you're only paying $200, who are you going to?
$200. But then they're gonna say, oh well, what is the services that they're providing? Then we're gonna get into that.
$300 off. That's
same thing. Keeping me alive.
What? Like, bro. Like,
me alive.
I mean, that's a fair because you want to go in detail, but I'm just using a base.
What it is this United probably don't give generic pills. They give the name brand. Give me the generic. It's doing the same thing.
Nah, we can't even say that because it depends. Like if you're getting generic cold meds and fine, like you get your number. But if you need certain medical jobs, you should even know this, Mom.
Yeah, exactly. And most of my certains is generic because that's what my insurance pay for. What you talking about? But I'm still here though.
That's because she a tank. But anyway, but like, yeah, so I don't know. I feel like maybe you could say like switch your provider, but I don't know. Maybe that'd be kind of rude. Who knows? Y'all
this is where it might have been or not been or whatever, and looking at the fine prints. When it's time to collect, they collect. But when it's time for them to pay out, they're gonna.
Yeah.
Let's see about that.
Hold on.
In my opinion, beyond even this man or his company, this kinds of industry shouldn't exist. I don't think this should be a standard anywhere in the world, in my personal opinion. Because I think health insurance stuff and how it functions works really well if you got money. If you got money and you can pay for some of the best coverage and all that shit, it's great for you.
But then that's just a general argument as well. Because if you got money, you could pay for the best of everything. Mm-hmm. Not even just healthcare.
If you got money, just pay for the surgery.
Exactly. And that's the thing. Like, nah, I'm not even gonna say it because I'll sound stupid. Oh yeah, bro, if you're rich, you don't have insurance because you could just pay. Nah, it's dumb. The people who are rich are the ones who mainly pay the insurance, bro, because they got the cheese to pay that jump for the best jump. I'm not even gonna, and that's why they the ones getting helped out.
They getting accepted in UnitedHealth.
Yeah, because y'all can pay. And that's what just sucks about this. It's more or less not like a classist thing, but it's more or less like not a hierarchy thing either. It's just like.
A money
bro,
bank.
Wealth. This is why I say like money doesn't. You can't. Maybe you can't buy happiness with money. Like I think you definitely can. But like some things, money definitely can make your life a lot more happy in a lot of aspects of it. And that's why like people that be going against it, I'm like you might be tweaking, big bro. I don't know.
But for everybody else, it's fucking trash. And knowing that, like, yeah, we can talk about this guy and people can hyper focus on this, but honestly, that's an industry, in my opinion, I can't believe exists to this day. But that's me. And I'm not trying to sit here and say, universal health care that we have in Canada is perfect. It comes with its flaws. But good Lord, I've never looked at the American system and thought to myself,
that's great.
I could handle being a poor person in that shit. A lot of you guys who love it, you guys got money. And most places in the world, they're always going to be amazing if you got money. Even here in Canada, if you got enough money, you can go through a lot of procedures and get shit done. It don't matter.
And when we talk about having money, we're not talking about like being dirt poor and like the opposite, being dirt poor and everything like that.
Nah.
Just
before Preach even gets into this, because this was a point I was always thinking of. The worst position to be if you're in America is middle class. I'm just gonna tell you right now. Is legitimately middle class. Like if you're like dead in middle class or low middle class is the worst position to be in. Because if you're really rich, We just went over that. You can buy everything. You're rich. You can pay. If you're really poor, you're more susceptible to get accepted to certain healthcare plans and get readily faster because you're going through like government assistance and John. But if you're in the middle class, you're not poor enough to have that, and you're not rich enough to get insurance. So now you're like tough. Like I don't know, bro. This is a conversation I've always been wanting to have, cause like that is so facts though. Like when you look at that for a lot of different aspects too, just think about this in school. In school, they got the free reduced the lunch or whatever. If you mad poor, you get free lunch. If you middle class, you pay a normal price. If you a bull who is rich, you not getting school lunch. Like, bro, it's like, bro, what?
You've been denied to pay it or have pay it.
like, bro, come on. They be frauding middle class. This is why middle class be the bulls crashing out the most. I'm not even gonna lie.
Working class. If you're not well insured, we're not talking about like I ain't got no money to put. No, there's some people that have a roof over their head. They pay their bills. Everything is all right. They have a decent job, and then some stuff happen.
Yep.
And it's
done. I tell you,
done. It's really an injury at work or an injury, a sickness, and they were good before that, and they had insurance, but not the proper insurance that cover whatever the hell happened. You understand? When we talk about people that don't have money, it's not even the poor people. It's not even Section 8. It's not even all of that.
Stuff that right now.
It's mid class.
Exactly. Because that makes the most sense. You can afford rich. You cannot afford poor, but you get assistance poor. Not to be trying to like talk derogatory if obviously you don't got no cheese. Cause bro, way I'm feeling, I don't got no cheese, but I'm thankful for the roof over the head we can eat though. I ain't gonna lie. But like, yeah. Because you're in a situation where you're always gonna struggle. You're good enough to like live a calm life, but you're not up there. And you right, especially, you know what's the real worst? That lower middle class. Because you're right on the edge of being poor, but you still got enough junk. Like, you still got a house. And you still got a job, but your job is literally just paying rent and that's it. Like, that is actually the worst position to be in, bro. Like,
even higher class citizen, it's just like, yo, how many $40,000 bills can you pay? After how many months are you going to be all right? And if we think that in America, it's like, I think it's like the number for that is like 60% of people are living check to check.
Yeah.
So if you're considered good with the money, it can still break you.
I have friends who refuse to go to a hospital because they know they can't afford it.
100%.
So they've been walking for years with an injury like a shoulder that's like not in the proper spot or whatever, and they literally can't afford it. They cannot afford it. I don't know. The fact that an industry like that exists, it's crazy,
bro. Oh my god, bro. And mom is about to legitimately tell y'all as soon as I say this. Bro, heads will be almost dying or something and will refuse to have an ambulance come because that John would make you freaking bankrupt, bro. You know how insane that is? Like, yo, there is bulls that like could barely even drive, right? Like they're so injured or something that's going on and they literally can't call like the ambulance because that John will make you almost homeless, bro. Like, cause they go charge like mad cheese. Yo, y'all gotta realize how crazy that is, bro. Like, that's wild, bro.
You saying I'm crazy?
No. How crazy the fact that situation can even happen.
Oh, okay.
Not you. I think we've been, you was crazy. Because
I drove myself to the hospital when I had a stroke. Oh, okay.
Perfect example.
Because
right
I was not paying for the ambulance. That's what I said when I got there. And they want to know why wasn't I in the ambulance. I said because I can't afford it. So I drove myself here. The
ambulance half the month rent. Bro, what, bro? Like, are y'all serious? This is what I be talking about, bro. Like, yo, life truly is unfair. Like, don't let nobody ever tell you life is fair. It's not, but you got to make do with what you can. Life is not fair, though. No, not at all.
So, listen, I understand, and at the end of the day, an individual is not someone I'm going to cheer for passing away. But I'd be lying to y'all if I said, like, it was something that saddened me or whatever.
Nah. That's a sentiment.
Oh, yeah, no, it doesn't sadden me.
Just knowing also what these companies do to people, it's very difficult for me, personally. But, yeah. Yeah. Anything else?
No.
I don't know. You guys wanted our thoughts there.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm pretty much with that. But I mean, like, I'm not shedding a tear for Bull, and I'm not really surprised either because in the way the internet and John is going, people are getting crazier and crazier and crazier. It doesn't matter how you feel about Trumpy, bro. Throughout Trumpy's campaign, just to get back in office, he almost got killed twice, bro. That's wild. And you know what's happening? Because Heads' is ideals and all that Jones is they getting all these echo chambers, especially on Heads on platforms like Twitter and John, and they start getting crazy. They start getting really radical. Now they start doing John like this. I'm not surprised, bro. We not progressing. Mm-hmm. We not progressing, bro. This is anything but progressing, bro. Like this is quite literally the opposite, bro. Because now Heads gonna think that this is the acceptable behavior for when you feel as though you getting scammed and John. All right, we just gonna go straight to murder. Like, what? I ain't gonna lie. But again, yeah, the Brian dude is not a good dude, though. UnitedHealthcare, I keep saying, and it's not even Big Pharma. They're not even Big Pharma.
Is it
They're
United
insurance.
or Universal?
No, it's UnitedHealthcare.
Oh.
It's definitely UnitedHealthcare for sure. Yeah, wait, not. It doesn't say it up here, but I can't even see it regardless. But yeah, he was the CEO for UnitedHealth. Okay. And I'm saying, yeah, he was not a bad dude. Just to clarify that, I mean, he was a bad dude. Not he wasn't a bad dude. He definitely was on some Johns because of what the company is doing overall and scamming people out of their cheese. But again, going out and taking Heads' lives for that, even if like through their system, like a lot of Heads got done bad. It's just like this is not gonna result in nothing good in the end. It's just gonna go back to be a constant cycle. Cycle, bro. What they said in Fallout, war never changes. Tough. I ain't gonna lie, but that was Abba and Preach, man. Let them cook. Celebrating the murder of a health insurance CEO. If you guys want to watch the original video, down in the description below to give your own opinions and conjecture. And I'm not going to lie to you, gang. We're going to push it over to the end screen. Like this video up, man, if you enjoyed. Me and Ma very much appreciate that, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Happy holidays, everyone.
Mom says she's crashing out if this video don't get 1 million likes. That's tough.
Yep.
Nah,
crash out.
Yeah, your mom like. That's not gonna cry. But yeah, 4K up, 4K down. Yes. I hit 4K. I'm pretty sure we might have hit 3,600 by now. But shout out y'all for 3,600. I ain't gonna lie.
Please.
Subscribe. Ooh, tough. Turn on that post notification bell so that every time, Mom, true, post on this page y'all watching right now. That boy be straight up in your feed. I'm not gonna cap. Y'all better be watching the whole vid. Cause what I be telling these boys, I be watching them. They not watching.
I'm watching if you're watching. I'm watching if you're watching.
She definitely knows. Actually, no, she definitely is watching. She's stalking a lot of y'all. I ain't gonna lie. She probably got y'all whole names. So look. But seriously though, happy holidays, everyone. I did want to say that. Happy holidays. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy your Decembers. Enjoy your times with y'all fam. We gonna catch y'all when we cover the next bozo.